sing a hat at all? You know.
Not so much. I mean, making money off the events has never been a really big goal. I'll be selling T-shirts, and that helps sort of squeak by. But really, all the sponsorships and all that sort of stuff is just to help pay for the PA system. We have a very professional PA system with Integrity ABL providing that. But there's definitely a lot of costs. But really, no, it's just not necessary, and I wouldn't ask that of people. So no, I'm just expecting people to show up and have fun.
And here's an opportunity for your non-stop local DJs, lighting displays to introduce their acts. You're helping these guys and gals out.
Yeah, a lot of them are real happy to see this happen. They're definitely excited about, DJing in front of thousands of people in their own hometown. A lot of people didn't think that was ever going to be possible. A lot of people wanted to do this for a long time, but no one really just stepped up to the plate and decided, hey, we're going to pull this off. So they're happy about it. And, next year, if we do a festival type event, we can have even more people involved and really spread it out even further and just, embrace this electronic music culture and scene that is underrepresented here.
Do you see, Rob, the walking zombies, the pillow fights, the water balloons, this electronic music night being an annual event, or are you just going to try different things every year so that we, I don't say don't get bored, but so we're caught out of the box?
Some things, I probably won't bring back. I'm always doing new things. I already have new things planned for next year already. So some things, I'm going to bring back, like the zombie walk I'll bring back in October. This event will very likely spawn into something even more outside of just my events, but its own real entity probably. Some events I'll bring back. Some event like, the pill fight, I probably won't bring that back. But because I just have so many other ideas that I want to try out. So some things I'll bring back and some things I won't.
How is social media helping this become a success? Obviously a leading question, but you're using Facebook significantly.
Yeah, Facebook is definitely sort of where this originated, and that's why it's such a grassroots sort of movement. That's why I have to be careful, and not involve sponsorships that are corporate so much, and so my feet are held to the fire on that a bit. But I think that Facebook has been hugely important to this event. These events would never have happened if it wasn't for Facebook. It's a very person-to-person, individual thing that's outside of companies and the planning of businesses. So it's hugely helpful. This would have never happened 10 years ago. So it's interesting to think about the effects of Facebook and what's possible. It also means if there's a bug with Facebook or there's problems with it, that I have a lot of problems on that.
Well, you have a lot of friends, and hopefully you'll gain a couple more from our conversation here this morning. Do you have a team that you're working with? Are you starting to spread out? And do you need volunteers?
I'm always looking for volunteers sort of for our street team where we put up flyers and stuff in the West Michigan general area or any area, around Michigan really to help let people know what's happening. So I do always ask for help there, and I have people on board for that, and I'm always looking for more hands. But really, this is all these events, I seriously just do them all myself. There's just about no help at all putting them together. In terms of the planning stages and picking events and stuff, that aspect is really all I need. So it does get pretty crazy, organizing events for thousands of people, and it's just me organizing it. So the day of and stuff, I'm just going crazy.
Yeah, you recover well, I'm sure. And how do you come up with your ideas? How did you come up with this particular idea? Again, August 1st, the first ever GR Electronic Music Night.
Well, that was just something that, I had seen done elsewhere that I think needed to be happening in Grand Rapids that I was excited about. But really, some of the more creative stuff that I do, this is creative, but some of the more imaginative things that I pull off, a lot of it is just sort of playing what if, and, looking at an area and be like, why isn't this entire area just covered in sidewalk chalk art? Like, to be able to just look at an area, just picture and imagine what it could be, and then just do it, and don't, just being imaginative, I guess, and just not accepting that something can't happen, and just try and make it happen.
I know, just an example, you're being picked up by the media. I think you're being discovered is an old term now, but CNN, Discovery Channel starting to tap into what you're doing?
Yeah, there is a bit of national attention, though I avoid it actually. I'm not actually too big on, because some guy in Utah, knows what I'm doing. He can't come to my events and can't really participate. This is something that I'm not looking for any attention really outside of the West Michigan area. It's really just people who could come to my events that I'm excited about. This is sort of it's funny, but this is really just a recreational thing for me. Even it's not something that I see myself doing for the next 20 years. So. Yeah, it's just national news isn't something that I'm really huge on or really want even to happen with this.
You, again, graduating next year, 2010. Tell me a little bit about your career goals.
I have a lot of interest. Music really is my deepest passion. I'm a vocal performance, piano performance major at GRCC. So a lot of stuff in my own, composing of my own songs and such are really what I'm passionate about. And I spend a lot of time with. The events take up a lot of time right now. There's definitely a lot of focus on it. There's a couple things that I'm pulling off this year that I really just must do. It's just like a light bulb off some of the things I'm about to do this year. But after that, I'll probably be doing events, but the focus will start leaning more towards music and the people that I've met in the city, and using all of that to be like, hey, you should check out this album that we just wrote, so stuff like that.
Yep. So there will be an eventual CD and your own work.
Absolutely. Yeah, my dad is owns a recording studio, Image Audio Mastery. So that's fortunate for me. So I can just record there, and I'll probably start focusing on that more when I have more free time outside of the events and school and stuff. So that should be happening real soon, though. It's definitely a huge passion. It's my long-term goal in life.
Sure, yeah. But again, these community events, I don't want to say are going to get in the way, but I don't think anyone's going to want you to stop from the next plan.
That's the problem.
All right, give me the details of August 1st again, Saturday after next, please.
7 p.m. to midnight, Grand Rapids Electronic Music Night. Thousands and thousands of people just going crazy and having a lot of fun, dancing and having a big fun party, celebrating music all together. It's a completely free event, and even just to stop by and see it, it'll be cool. Outdoors after dark in the heart of downtown. It's going to be a heck of a ton of fun.
Great. And will there be a rain fee?
If it rained, it probably would just still go. I think people would just go crazy and dance anyways and just have fun with it. So I think even if it rained, though I don't think it'll be happening, I think we would just go anyways.
Yep, I like that attitude, that's for sure. Bust through the China, as they say. Rob Bliss, how does one get a hold of you, please?
If you don't have a Facebook, grnow.com is a great way. They're always posting, what I'm doing, so it's on the front page. So you can just check there, grnow.com. Or you can search me, Rob Bliss, or we have to be Rob Bliss Events on Facebook, and you'll find me very quickly there as well.
The biggest party of the year happens on August 1st, according to the headlines, thanks to Chris Nicholas with AAA Public Relations and Advertising. Good man he is. Take care to you, Rob.
No problem. Thanks for having me.